Hello, welcome to Learning to Drum. I'm your host, Adam Tuvlin. Welcome to week 28, episode 25. All right, and last week we went through solo number 4, and hopefully you did really well with that over the week. And we also learned a new rudiment, the flam accents, and we're going to review that. But before that, it is test time. Yeah, okay, test time. No, I understand. All right, so we are going to test the single and the double paradiddles today. Now remember, in the solo 3, we had to play all those at 85 beats per minute, and I understand that we didn't take it at 85, and you might not be there just yet, but hopefully you've been working on those paradiddles, and we're going to go ahead and test that out today, starting at 65, and let's see if we can get warmed up to it. All right, easy, right? Okay, we'll start out with single paradiddles. 65, 1, 2, and here we go. And right, left, right. Hopefully you're doing good on that, okay? No big deal. 75. Okay, so here's 75. Hopefully you're with us on that. 2, 1, and a 2, and here we go. And if you mess up, that's okay. Keep going. Oops. Right? Okay, so no big deal. And yeah, if you mess up or if there's one that kind of skips here or there, try to do the best you can, but keep on going. Keep on going with us. All right, now we're at 85. Here's the big test. Okay, let's see if we can do 85. 2, 1, and a 2, and here we go. And did you do it? Are you hanging with us? Okay, all right. Congratulations. Now we'll do the same thing with double paradiddles. We'll go back down to 65. All right, now remember, this is a hemiola, so every so often we're going to be hitting on the downbeat of 1, so don't get confused on this. All right, here we go. 2, 1, and a 2, and here we go. E and a. See where it met? Okay. All right. Now let's go up to 75. 2, 1, and 2, and here we go. E and a paradiddle, double paradiddle. Okay, see where that would have landed? All right, cool. All right, now for the test. 85 beats per minute. Here we go. 2, relax. 1, and a 2, and here we go. Oops, that's okay. Keep going. Keep going. Last time. Okay. All right. So obviously you want to get faster at that. I mean, I think a good goal to have by the end of the season, and I'm not going to test you on this, but is 120 beats per minute. Just so you can hear what that's going to sound like. 1, 2, here we go. And okay. Doubles. 1, 2, here I go. And okay, so that's a nice goal to have. I'm probably in the high 100s, almost like 200, I think. But really, there is no limit. There's people who can do it faster than that, you know. So that's our test on the single and double paradiddles. Hopefully did okay, and if not, that's okay. We're taking it at your pace. Okay, moving on, and we're going to start at, well, last week we did it at 40 beats per minute, but let's go ahead and jump it up to 50. So I will dial my metronome to 50 and make sure I put up my triplet notes. Turn those on. Okay. Getting the up position there for the right hand flam accent. 2, here we go. And flam left, right, flam right, left. How's that feel? Again, if it's not perfect, that's okay. Okay? All right. So let's now try it at, remember the goal is at 80 beats per minute, and I will test you at some point. So be prepared, but not next week, okay? Okay, 60 beats per minute. We'll see how well you do there. Here we go. 1, 2, ready and play, and flam max. Might be tricky. Got to keep concentrating, right? Left, right, right, left, right. Okay. Oop. Last note. All right. Going up to 70. Let's see what we could do there. It's a little bit quicker. It's 10 beats slower than our test tempo. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2. If you can hang, play. Notice how everything's staying low except that accented note on the beginning of every flam accent, right? Everything has to stay low. Okay? Whoops. All right, so that's the review on the flam accents, and what we're going to do here, now we're on study number 12 on page 31. We are going to apply our flam accent in the music that we're reading. Okay, so if we notice, we're dealing with quarter notes, triplet eighth notes, and eighth notes. Now, do you remember what triplet eighth notes were? We really didn't go over those, but let's go back and find out what these mean. So if you turn to page 3, you'll see, and under how to interpret the notes, you'll see that in the midsection there, the quarter notes and triplet eighth notes underneath that. Okay, triplet eighth notes are different than regular eighth notes, and eighth notes are counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and triplet eighth notes are counted 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, okay? So it would equal 3 per 1 quarter note, or 3 per 1 beat, okay? Eventually we'll get into the triplet 16th notes, but I think we'll just digest first those triplet eighth notes. And again, that just tells you how it's phrased, 3 per 1 beat. So we can go back to page 31 and we know this, that each flam accent that we're doing equals 1 beat. All right, so let's go ahead and play number 1 at 70 beats per minute. We'll just keep it there. We'll go through it twice. 2, 1, 2, here we go, and flam. Again. Okay, there it is. I'm not sure why I put a forte there. I think that's obviously a misprint. Just don't pay attention to it, of course. There was no reason. All these studies could be played at any dynamic level. Usually I kind of go in the forte range, you know, but that's up to you. All right, so number 2, no flams in this. We're just going to be doing quarter notes and triplet eighth notes. It'll be counted 1, 2, 3, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4 triplet, okay? And I'm still subdividing the triplet eighth notes in between those quarter notes, just so I know how fast I'll be playing that beat 4. We'll do the repeat on this as well, so hopefully you can hang with us. Okay, so here we go for number 2. 2, 1, 2, here we go. And 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4 triplet, okay? No big deal, okay? And you can see how, yeah, there's 3 triplet eighth notes that equal 1 quarter note. Okay, let's go on to number 3, where we're going to do 2 quarter notes and then 3 triplet, 4 triplet, okay? Here we go. 2, here we go. And 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3 triplet, 1. Right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Right, left, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, hopefully you did good on that and you didn't have any stick clicks like I had. Number 4. So now we're going to mix up regular eighth notes into triplet eighth notes, and this is where it gets a little tricky. We have to identify the common denominator. Do you know what a common denominator is? It's in math when you're studying fractions, and if you haven't studied fractions yet, if I have the fraction 1/2, that's the 1 over the 2, and I have another fraction beside it, 4 over 2, or 4/2, or 4/2, that bottom number is the common denominator, okay? And you can add or subtract once you have the same value and the lower number of that fraction. So the common denominator here in this sense, though, is not necessarily dealing with fractions. I guess you can think about it that way, but it really deals with making sure that we have some identifier that's going to hit together. So in this case scenario, it's going to be the quarter notes, right? 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you don't have to play any of that, but you can see me counting and how that quarter note is the common denominator. So when I'm going to dial off my triplet eighth notes, and I'm thinking 1 and 2 and at the beginning of this exercise, but then I switch into beat 3 thinking 3 per quarter note. So I have to do a little mind game with myself, and you might have to too, okay? So let's try to play it. And 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, we're right there with the eighth notes, triplets, eighth notes, and 2 and 3 and okay. We got the 1 and 2 and here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 triplet, 4 and 2 and 3 triplet, 4 triplet, okay? So you can see if I'm playing eighth notes or triplet eighth notes, that quarter note's going to anchor me down into that common denominator. And 3 triplets, eighth, triplets, okay? That's number 4. Okay, number 5, let's keep going. 2. Here's where we're mixing quarters, eighths, and triplet eighths. Here we go. 1 and 2 and here we go. And 1, 2 and triplet 4 and 1 and 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 2 and triple and 1 and 2 and triplet 4. Okay? How'd you do on number 5? Not a big deal. Hopefully you're starting to understand how that quarter note's going to really save you. Number 6, let's try that. Just more eighth notes and triplet eighth notes. 2, here we go. And 1 and triplet 3 and triplet. Okay. No big deal, hopefully, okay? Little weird, and you notice, again, I dialed my triplet eighth notes off because if I did that, if I kept them on while I was playing those regular eighth notes, that might mess me up a little bit, okay? All right, so now the last one. This is pretty easy. I don't know how easier it's going to get for you, but maybe number 2. But here we go, number 7. 2, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That is study number 12. Hopefully you're okay on that. If you have to go slower, that's okay. Please keep working on everything that you have before in the past. So work on your double stroke roll and double beat, especially extra this week, because next week we're going to get into some more warm-ups that's going to challenge us, of course, but also help us utilize that diddle or that double that happens in the double stroke roll. Well, that's what we have for this week on Learning the Drum. Next week, we will be doing some new warm-ups, maybe some tests. We don't know yet. Okay, so be on your guard on that. I hope you're enjoying yourself here in your first, a little over 6 months of playing drums. And when you picked up those sticks, like I've always said before, is you are a drummer. You are a part of that drumming community. So by all means, keep working at it. And always remember to keep swinging those sticks. We'll see you next week on Learning to Drum.